Cellar Dweller, 1988. It'll eat you out of house and home.
Oh.
Okay, now let's go back to 1988. This came out in the fall of 1988. This is actually the only other movie that Don Mancini, the creator and writer of all the Chucky movies, this is the only other, if you can believe it, only other film that he has credit for that he did.
And you gotta love the Chucky movies.
And it's awesome, underrated. They actually bring the goods. You get this beast in the flesh, the embodiment.
Oh man, the way they got him with the way he looks so juicy
Oh yeah,
and wet.
slimy, hulking, guck, massive, incredible, pointy ears. They nail it. Great monster movie. You know, one of those ones that actually lives up to the hype when you want to watch a monster movie and get the goods of it.
Nowadays they just ruin it with CGI. But anyways,
and it's an awesome story. I'll tell you what. This is okay. Superb plot, average dialogue, good ending. Main character is this girl who's this aspiring comic book artist, and actually the opening scene is a flashback, which is actually the conjuring of the cellar dweller, who's got the pentagram on his chest.
And it happens by the artist who was also in Reanimates.
This movie's so Keckler. If it was any more Kecklered out, it would come up with a mellow yellow.
Do you know anybody that's ever reacted that way when they get scared? So, that kind of destroys credibility right there.
Jeffrey Combs plays the comic book artist who, in the 1950s. It's a 30-year flashback scene where he does his artwork in the cellar of this house.
And it's real sweet artwork with all the demons and things that he's drawing, all the evil stuff. It's pretty crazy, and the beast itself.
Yeah, amazing artwork, and he's like wearing the same smock from Reanimator.
Right off the set onto the beast set.
And
so at the beginning, it's showing the beast, drawing it, and then it comes to life, and he's like, "Oh!"
And it's so horrifying, and
it just establishes that the beast was here, and then he kills it, and then it fast forwards.
No, he basically funeral pyres it and sets the whole basement ablaze.
He's like, "Oh, I conjured him, so I gotta burn everything."
And no one ever knows of the demon's trace, so they believe that the artist, the comic book creator, Jeffrey Combs, committed suicide. So he only does basically a cameo in it. So and the rest of the movie is
fast forwards and she's
modern day in the late 80s. And for the late 80s, you don't get that much late 80s cheese. Of course, it's got that comedy, upbeat feel, but they do take it seriously. And
the twist was the best at the end, though. I can tell you that. It was real good. Didn't see it coming.
The main character is a young girl, like I was saying, aspiring artist. So she moves to this place. This house has been turned into a production company now. Full of different artists.
That live there. It's like artists. A dorm or something. It's kind of retarded.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And then she convinces Yvonne DiCarlo, 1950s, smoking hot. But in this, she's a total hag in this.
She's alright in this.
No, I'm talking about the older one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's alright.
Yeah, she's alright.
Shut the hell up. And so she convinces her to go down there, and she basically picks up the artwork where she left off. And so she does the story where it left off, and she writes the characters, and what ends up happening is the beast goes one by one, and she resurrects this beast. She conjures it up again, and unbeknownst to her, obviously, and it ends up killing all her house guests.
You can't just tell them spoilers. You gotta let them know.
I'm not gonna tell them the ending until we say spoiler ending.
Well, someone starts.
So that's pretty much it. So she illustrates the stories, and they die in those ways. And instead of like the monster actually killing them, it'll go to like the graphics on the comic book because they couldn't like actually get the monster pop. Even though he is huge and hulking.
The deaths were sort of cutaway scenes, but still awesome. Upshot close.
Okay, this is so spoilers. I give it a B. I give it a B. minus overall. Probably could even go higher.
I rate it as a B.
No, I'm saying after this, we're going to talk about the ending now.
Oh.
And,
go ahead.
And the twist is the main lady who runs the whole place, Yvonne DiCarlo, ends up stealing her artwork and
she's
rewriting
the artist herself.
And rewrites the story and makes herself morph into the beast, alter beast style, Sega Genesis. And it's a great ending, and then there's even a twist on top of that.
There we can't. We're gonna say it. Go ahead.
Well, anyone that's already seen it,
You can click
obviously-
away if you don't want to hear. Anyways, so the twist is that she's the beast, and then also that
she ends up taking up all her work,
taking up all our work to
her
destroy
artwork,
the beast because
and
it's like
firing it
bound.
up.
You know, it ain't moving. It's in the corner in the dark there.
But
she's-
what ends up happening is all the
All
characters
the
in the
characters
story,
die.
including the beast, go up into combust, and they end up combusting
Spontaneous
down to.
combustion. That's what it is. Look it up and add it to your thesauruses out there.
And so that's pretty much it. 1988.
And beautiful puppetry with the
Yeah,
way
you
they
don't
drew
get
'em,
this total 80s,
the way they animated them.
and
That's
the
how you say it.
characters aren't that lovable to begin with. So that's one thing that deters you from actually
Yeah, some filler
grading
in
this
there,
higher.
but at the end, the twist is worth it to stake it all the way out to the end.
I mean, the monster alone, watching it throughout, is worth it.
Yeah, it's
the
pretty
monster
sweet.
action actually lives up to life. So this was JBM and L-Mid for
I'd
Mr.
give it a
Creep Show 9.
I'd give it a B minus.
Our 3-year anniversary on Creep Show 2011 to 2014 on this Saturday night horror review. We're out.